Hi, my name is Kelly Bowers, and I am the owner of the Healing Arts Business Academy. And the primary function of our business is to help you, the massage therapist, get your private practice set up and running solid through the first 2 years. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about bookkeeping. And if you will give me a moment to get my screen up. Specifically, for those of you who are new to business and new to bookkeeping, we're going to look at what goes into your bookkeeping, because this may be mysterious or opaque or uncomfortable for you in some way. So I'm going to try to simplify it and do a brief overview of what goes into your bookkeeping. I teach a class that goes into more detail about how you do it, and that class will be available online next month. But for right now, let's start with an intro to what goes into your bookkeeping. When we look at money and the way it flows through your business, your practice, you're looking at three things. One, all the money that you make in your practice, including tips and trades, and that's called your income. And then here in this green bubble, all the money you spend in your practice, and that's called your expenses. And there's a big subset of your expenses called your deductions. And those are expenses that you have that are also deductible when you are filing your taxes. For most of us, most of our expenses will be deductible. Every now and then we'll run across one that isn't. And you record all of it in your bookkeeping. All goes into your bookkeeping. Your income, usually the first thing in a spreadsheet or anywhere else. And I encourage you to break out tips, because the IRS, when they look at your tax return, they've learned that massage therapists make tips and they'll be looking for them. And then over here is all of your expenses broken out by category. And I'll talk about categories in that other video, but your expenses need to be broken out by category. So all of it goes here, all income there, and all expenses over here. Now, what about those expenses that are not deductible? And here's a classic example of expenses that aren't deductible. Let's say you have a mobile massage practice and you go to see a client, and it's somewhere that you have to pay for parking. And your session runs over and you ended up getting a parking ticket. It is totally legit for you to spend money out of your business account to pay for that parking ticket, but it's not deductible, because you're paying a fee for something you did that was illegal. It happens. It's not like you're a bad person, but you can't deduct fines related to something you did that was illegal, like going over on your parking ticket. But it's still a good idea to have it in your bookkeeping so you can see how much you're spending in things that aren't deductible. That's one of those things that's nice to know as a business. The way to do that is to create a new category called Owner's Draw. And this is where you are going to put money that you spent out of your business account for non-deductible things, for non-deductible expenses. Owner's draw. It's basically money that the owner is taking out of the business to pay for something that isn't deductible. And that's how you account for things that aren't deductible. Your expenses, broken out by category, pretty straightforward. And then you add a category called owner's draw for stuff that's not deductible. Now, where do you find out what's deductible and what isn't? Like, where's a nice list of business expenses? Can I deduct that? And I'm biased because I'm the co-author, but honestly, this is about the best place you can go as a massage therapist to find a list of more than 100 things you can or maybe can't take as a business deduction. And it's explained, it's in alphabetical order, and it's explained in normal people language, so you should be able to understand everything. And it includes things you absolutely can deduct, things you absolutely can't deduct, and things you can sometimes, depending on the circumstances. And it explains what those are. It even has cheat sheets in the back of yes, you can, no, you can't, maybe you can. The book is available on Amazon, and we update it every year. It usually comes out in February. And that answers the question, what goes into my bookkeeping? Again, I'm Kelly Bowers, owner of the Healing Arts Business Academy, determined to help you get your private practice set up and running well. You can read more about us at healingartsbizacademy.com. You can reach me at info@bowershours.com or by phone, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And that answers the question, what goes into your bookkeeping? And I'm going to advise you, stay on top of your bookkeeping, because it's a whole lot easier to spend a little time every day staying on top of it than it is to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to catch up on it later. So take good care of yourself and keep on top of your bookkeeping. And I'll talk to you again soon.